Today is the day that we embark on a journey to take us to the NFC Championship. If we win this game, you know what's going to happen. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Last week was honestly a catastrophe, and I don't want to repeat anything from that. Nevin Wynn offensively was not good. Defensively, though, we were pretty good. But our offensive coordinator hits us up and says, "Coach, I got some data on the Hawks. Should help us out in the game this week." Honestly, I don't know what they're best at. Defense is so good at stopping the run, it forces opposing offenses to become one-dimensional. All year, teams tried and failed to run the ball against them. Is there any other information you were interested in? It's bad because all we can do is really run the ball right now. They won't have Shaquille Griffin for this game, which is definitely going to affect their game plan. Going without your cornerback is a big deal. That's great because we need to be able to pass the ball at all costs. And we talked about our defense a little bit too. Jalen Williams had a heck of a performance last week that honestly was one of the big reasons why we won. So we can upgrade again his man-to-man, his slot, or his zone abilities. We're gonna go ahead and go slot here because it's kind of the main metric that we're looking at the moment. He's now an 87 overall with a morale boost. He gets +1 to agility, catching, and press, and +2 to awareness and to his tackle. And for the Seahawks roster, their top player right now is Chris Carson, their running back, but he's getting almost close to 30 right now. DK Metcalf is coming along really well at an 87 overall. They got Angel Blade, which honestly is an incredible name. He's a free safety at an 87 overall after only being in the league for 2 years so far. Wilson's 35 now. He's gotten significantly older, but he's still an 86. They got two really good right tackles. I'm assuming one plays left, one plays right. Shaquille Griffin is going to be hurt today, which is, again, great news for us. It's a fantastic punter. They got a really good corner in Gerard Highsmith, who is a superstar ability already after only 4 years in the league. Bobby Wagner's still there. Joseph Nash is there as a rookie. Carlos Hubbard. This team is still stacked with a lot of talent. It's no wonder they made it to the AFC or the NFC Championship, but today, their run ends. We've got Sunday Night Football in Seattle. We're going on the road yet again. We've been the underdog in every single playoff game, but today, the same thing has happened last week and the week before that. We're going to walk out of here with a W. Nevin Wynn. Let's work together and not turn the ball over. Kilgore, carry this ball and don't get hurt. And defense, keep doing what you're doing because you've been the best part of this team by far. Now, Seattle's coming out with a really good start to their drive. They already have a first down at basically midfield. Carson and Wilson in the backfield. Alexander's coming through. He's got some pressure. Russell Wilson's going to fumble. Big fella's going to pick it up. Ladies and gentlemen, Leslie Russ, excuse me. I need a booth at Chili's. Reservations for 6, baby. Let's talk about first play of the game. Hit him with some moves like that. I'm down for it. I said at the beginning of this video, we need our defense to play incredibly well. And bro, if you want to talk about playing incredibly well, that's it. Alexander forcing the fumble. Leslie Rudd picking up and going for the scoop and score. And look at that. Alexander in on a tackle, dropping him for a big loss. And while Russell Wilson is the motor that kind of keeps them going, Carson is the guy they rely on a lot. He is their best player overall. They need him to show up big if they're going to dominate today. And what a play. Another bad, this time by Jalen Williams. This is the complete opposite start than what we had last game. Last game, they ended up dominating early. We ended up doing bad on offense. And then we got a good stop, getting a pick 6, I believe. Now, I can't believe how well we're playing. Russell Wilson all the time on the world, and his guy is going to run out of bounds. Chris Carson, we appreciate that. So Seattle's going to allow him to punt it deep in their own territory. They never got past the 25-yard line, which is, well, actually, they got past it, but we brought him back to the 25, so it works out pretty well. Kilgore's out here returning. I actually don't love him returning kicks, and I'd rather he get out of bounds than get himself hurt right now. And the man that everybody loves to either hate or just say that he'll do better is Nevin Wynn. First and 10, we're going to let him throw it out here. And he's got a lot of time. Wynn sees all the room in the world, and Wynn is going to pick up smartly a nice big 11-yard gain. And I know I kind of went off on Nevin Wynn in the last episode, blaming him for a lot of things, saying we'll probably trade him in the offseason. I think we can still make something happen with Nevin Wynn. It's just going to take a lot of time for him to develop properly. But when you look at him, he has all the tools you basically need from a franchise quarterback. He's got a strong arm. He's incredibly fast. He's got good accuracy. He just can't throw under pressure. If we can fix that, I think we'll be okay. Now, speaking under pressure, he delivers a strike there to McCole Hardman, who picks up 13. Got a first and 10 from the 25 here. You want to see him? Oh, he actually fumbles that one. It's going to be picked up by Kilgore, who was going to get drilled immediately. That was supposed to be an option play. It didn't work out that way. That is a play that if it goes Seattle's way, it turns the tide. But if it goes our way, we're just happy to still have the rock right now. We're going to put Hardman actually deep here. Lindley going across the middle. Wide open spaces here. Harmon's going to stay on his feet. If we can get, I mean, Lindley stays on his feet. If we can get him to rock, he's incredibly talented. We just have not been able to do that in recent weeks. Another first down. Feels pretty good right now. Going to put Brian on his streak route right across the middle. See what that linebacker does. Nevin Wynn, however, is going to fumble. This time, Seattle's going to pick it up. We try to have a big guy go for a touchdown here. McLaren's going to try to chase him down. He does. There's not going to be two big guy touchdowns, luckily for us. Fumbling on the first drive twice, not exactly ideal. We'll forgive him on the first one because it was an option play that this guy botched a little bit, but that second one, can't forgive him for that one. That was a drive that was looking really good for us. If we were able to hold on to the rock, we're probably up at least 10, if not 14. Instead, here we are, fighting for our lives to keep them from tying it up. And that was a great batted ball there. We absolutely needed that one. Russell Wilson trying to get his team a little conversion here. Under center, pretty heavy on the line. They go with a beautiful read option that we completely got sold on, but look at Jalen. Back-to-back weeks with the pick, and that one was a game changer. You saw Nevin Wynn on the sideline, pick up his helmet and run on the field because he was incredibly excited to see his defense back him up after he had a horrible play. Now, Kilgore's been pretty tired, so we see Bryce Love go for a loss of 1 there. Kilgore's back in the game, but this time we're going to opt to go for a passing play. Going to put, looks like DeAndre Bryant straight to the middle of the field. Check down play doesn't hurt anybody, and we'll pick up 6 or 7 yards there. Despite the 2 fumbles, Wynn has completed every single one of his passes that he's actually been able to throw. He just has a couple of fumbles which have hurt us pretty bad. Wynn again, all the time in the world, finds his guy for his 4th straight completion. That's different for him. While there's a lot of things happening, it just feels like the play calling has been a lot better for Wynn, letting him keep the game in his hands and really just get the job done. Now Kilgore goes through the middle, nearly gets past that last tackle, and he would have had a lot more in front of him. 2nd and 4 now. Wynn staying in shotgun. He's got Kilgore in the backfield with him. The guy in motion. Nice little screen action. That one, however, doesn't go as planned. The one thing Seattle's done is just not let us get really anything medium or deep. They're keeping guys in front of us, and they're making some good plays with that. So 3rd down, 7 yards to go. Our guy DeAndre Bryant, though, slips behind the linebackers, and he's got another catch right there. Heavy formation. We're going to let Kilgore run. If we get him to the outside, it'll be beautiful. That's where he thrives the most, is getting out to the edge and dominating. Here he goes up the middle instead, because that was all that was available, but he gets 7. 2nd and 3 for Wynn. A lot of time here. He's the guy underneath. Rips it, and Bobby Wagner says, don't come knocking here anymore. Even in his old age, Bobby Wagner is still an absolute monster out there. We'll run Samson underneath here. 3rd down and 3. Kilgore's going out to the flats as well. Kilgore looks to be wide open. We hit him in the back of the helmet. That's going to force us to kick a deep field goal. Luckily for us, our kicker is going to be pretty accurate. That was down the most middle. That was going to be good. We'll take it. Ed Sheeran strikes again. The first half is winding down now. We've got a nice little 10-point lead here, but we've got to get something going on Russell Wilson. He has been moving the ball a little bit too easily, and got to make that stop. Now, keep in mind, Jalen Williams, our top corner, actually has his X factor right now, but it doesn't matter when DK Metcalf goes off for like a run like that. Metcalf picked up a nice 14-yard carry. I didn't expect a guy that big, that strong, that fast to be running a wide receiver reverse. That was not what I was expecting at all. Now, we go down the middle and we leave whoever that is wide open. What are we doing? That was actually Hubbard on the play, one of their young, talented receivers, and he goes right down the middle, completely unguarded, and makes us pay. 1st and 10, inside the red zone now. Wilson's got a guy in motion here to the slot. Looks like Hubbard again. We're going to try to stop this run. Carson, though, is running. No one in front of him. He's in the end zone untouched. And just like that, Seattle's answer back. We're only down 3. So as it stands, we've got a 2-minute drill to go before the end of the first half. And we got to put some points on the board. Field goal, touchdown, whatever it is. We need to see it in Kilgore. No. We can challenge that. That's got to be overturned. There's no way that's a fumble. He was on the ground, ref. Please help us out. Good news. There's a booth review. If they didn't overturn this, or they don't overturn this, I'll be pretty mad. Oh, yeah. Completely on his back. Ball falls out. One more look at it right here. Kilgore. His butt down. His elbows down. His second elbow's down. Yeah, we got the ball right back. It's one of those plays that's scary for a moment, but it all works out in the end. 1st and 10 again. Got our guy Nevin Wynn out here scrambling. He's going to pick up the 1st down and a whole lot more. And by a whole lot more, it just means he's taking away the psyche of the defense. They are not ready for him to be running like that. They did not prepare for that. They were ready for him just to make some bad plays like that. Unbelievable, Nevin. I'm gonna be honest. BYU's not proud of you right now. Step it up, Win. Step it up. 2nd and 10, a minute and 8 seconds left. Trying to go to a halfback screen. We sold it as long as we could. Kilgore stays in bounds, however, which may not have been the best move. Big 3rd down to 4 here. We got to make a play. Lindley, we're actually going to put him on a streak route and just pray he can burn right by that guy. Oh, that was dumb. It almost worked out. We got to go for it. We probably should have not done that on our back foot and we'd have been okay. But look, in the situation we're in, we've got to go for it. We need a 1st down. We've got a little bit of time left. Plenty of timeouts. We'll be okay. Nevin Wynn. He's got a guy. We're going to trust him. It's Kilgore, and Kilgore makes up for it down to the 11. We're back in business, baby. With the way that Wynn has thrown the ball the last couple of weeks, it took everything in me not to run that ball. Luckily, it worked out. Be like that sometimes. 1st and 10. Wynn feeling a little bit of pressure. He's going to scramble out. Don't do that again, please. 2nd and 10. A dicey situation that probably could have been an interception. 2nd and 10. Winning the pump fake. He's got his guy down the middle. And look at that. McCole Hardman caught a touchdown last week. And what does he do this week? Comes right back and gets another one. So Seattle doesn't really do anything other than run the clock out at the end of the 1st half. And we've got a 10-point lead. That was huge. That was incredible. That could have been really bad. But Nevin Wynn, can't believe it, killed it on that drive. We are 1/2 away from getting back to the Super Bowl. You gotta love it. We get the ball first start this half. We're gonna let Kilgore run and no one block for him whatsoever. Got 2nd and 11 here. Win all by his lonesome in the backfield. We waited incredibly too long, and ladies and gentlemen, there's reservations for 6 at Chili's. And we're not allowed in. The only good news from that drive is that we still have the lead. Other than that, there is no good news. Nevin Wynn sells it hard there. Nice little read option, and smartly, because it's raining, he slides and gets the 1st down. We cannot let one bad play, a horrible throw, get us down. We still got a 3-point lead. We're still looking like the best team in the game right now. We still got Kilgore, who may have gotten killed there, but still is having a heck of a game. I think the best part is we really don't involve Kilgore a ton of the passing game, but today he's been a pretty big part of it. A screen play, a deep pass down the field. He's been all over it, and he's been a positive part of it too. That play took Kilgore over 50 yards on the game. Not bad. He could get 100 today if we let him get a big one out there. Put a guy in motion here. 1st and 10. Gonna go with a little bit of play action, trying to throw him off some. They bit hard. We threw it. There was nothing positive about that play. We wanted to run this one again, but our guy Kilgore is still a little bit tired at the moment. We'll put a streak route here. Got Lindley. Slant route. Actually, Lindley, we're gonna put him on a comeback route, which is kind of what hurt us in the last time. Underneath, Hardman, we'll take it. 9 big yards. And no, Hardman is injured. We got McLaurin behind him, but this is not exactly good. There's a guy that we could not afford to get injured. It's probably Hardman. He's been one of our more reliable receivers so far. So now with Samson, McLaurin, and Lindley in the game, we'll try to run this one to get that 1st down. And look at this. Kilgore's out here. He sees some daylight. The young fella says, I want 100 yards on the game. And ladies and gentlemen, I think he might just have done that. Big time players make big time plays. 42 yards to the house. Dwayne Kilgore, happy to have you. The beauty of having a guy like Mr. Kilgore is that he is a literal track star. The guy is so fast that he makes defenses so scared and they can't keep up with him. He gets one step on him, he might be gone every single play. Now, as you saw in that last play, Hardman has a bruised sternum. He is out for the entire game. If we see him again, it'll be in the Super Bowl or in the offseason, depending on what happens today. Carson trying to get to the edge. Alexander said, I'm not having any of it. Great stop there to keep them again nothing. Russell Wilson again looking to make a play happen. 2nd and 10. Trying to get a blitz going. We got a quick little pressure on him, and he gets rid of it immediately, and Carson has nowhere to go. Playing smart. We're playing incredibly well. You've got to love seeing our defense do that. 3rd down and 8. Wilson knows he needs a conversion here. They're down 10. Watch it for the check down. They got a lot of guys deep. Perfect coverage here, in my opinion. They throw one. That could have been bad. Now, last time we were out here doing punt returns, we had Kilgore out there, and that made me a little nervous. I cannot have our star running back out there returning punts, so we switched that up, and we've got the Deron Sampson out here returning them instead. Sampson, again, a burner in his own right. Makes a nice move, but probably should have let it bounce in the end zone because we got the ball from the 14. Here we are starting deep in our own territory. Got a 1st down and 10. Wynn trying to make a play for his team. He's got his guy. What a route. What an absolute killer route by Lindley there. Shook the corner off completely. Kilgore back in the game now, ready to go. Even get some blocking here. Let him rip off another one. Not quite exactly. That being said, though, Kilgore is only 5 rushing yards away from 100 on the afternoon. It would be great to see him finally get enough touches to get that big milestone. Nevin Wynn, however, he panicked. He panicked a lot. We're finding ourselves with a big 3rd down and 13. Getting this conversion is not exactly easy. Wynn's got a little bit of time. Got his big fella out here. He's trying to go to him, and DeAndre Bryant is a grown man. That's why we upgraded him in the last episode. To make plays like that. Sometimes you throw it up to the big fella, and he just makes a catch that makes you think, maybe he's the best draft pick we ever had in our entire franchise. Kilgore gets past the guy in the backfield. They say he fumbles. It's picked up by Tyree Daniels. Wasn't a fumble in my book, but we'll be okay. A little nervous there with Kilgore. We got 2nd and 4. And Seattle with a play action. They got a lot of pressure on our guy. Nevin Wynn didn't stand a chance. And that's the hard part. For as fast as he actually is, out of the backfield, they do not let Nevin Wynn run as fast as he probably should, because I think he could outrun defensive linemen. Speaking of Nevin Wynn, he's out here again, and he's unable to get rid of it, defying physics yet again. Seattle now is taking that momentum, and they got a little bit of a drive going here. Finding themselves in 2nd and inches. Russell Wilson moves under center. An obvious run play. Carson, however, is going to pick up a whole lot of yards and nearly breaks off one for a big one. Seattle's feeling pretty good about this drive so far. They got 7 minutes left in the game, and they're down 10. They know if they make something happen here, a lot of pressure then sits on our shoulders. Wilson again, all the time in the world, literally nothing to do. It's a covered sack, baby. We'll take that. Mr. Payne, bring in the pain. That is a nightmare. Russell Wilson had all day to throw, but could not find anybody open. A lot of his receivers have going downfield and didn't help him out at all. Wilson goes here this time. This one's going to be blocked, I believe, by Carl Nassib. That then puts us at 3rd down, 19 yards to go. We're feeling pretty good about this opportunity here. We cannot let them get any momentum by converting this one. Davis and Alexander patrolling the middle. Watching their guys in these deep resets. Russell Wilson feeling the pressure. He's going down again. Leslie Rudd. A touchdown, a sack. Big fella having himself a ball game. The word you're looking for in the dictionary is desperate. And right beside it will be a picture of the Seattle Seahawks. Down 10. 4th and 27. They're going for it. You gotta be kidding me. We'll take that ball with great field position. Give it up. Carl Nassib with a monster sack that puts us now already in field goal position to start this drive. Seattle knows they done messed up now. Now we're out here, speaking of messing up, finally getting rid of one. Not ideal, but it's not a turnover. 2nd and 10, Nevin Wynn again. Finally makes a good play and getting rid of it. Decent time here in the pocket. Got his guy moving. That's tipped and it's not picked off. We should be running the ball. I don't know what we're doing. So with a lot of time on the clock and still being in pretty good field goal position, we're going to go ahead and actually just try to run it here to take a little bit of time off the game clock. Kilgore, though, has all the room in the world. He's going to easily make that 1st down. He's inside the red zone now. Seattle, you done messed up. That was the perfect play call right there. Seattle did not expect that. They expected a pass, and it did not go their way. Kilgore up the middle in the 2nd play here, though, however, is not like the first one. We've moved on now to chewing the clock a little bit. Almost under 4 minutes left inside the red zone yet again. Bryce Love, no dice for him. And now Bryce Love's hurt, which is big news. If it's a big injury, if we go to the Super Bowl, we need him as our backup. Look, Tyree Daniels is a very, very good player, but he is not as good as Bryce Love. Bryce Love has been major for us, was huge in the divisional round. He's been not so big here this round, but we use him every so often. Nice little dump off. This play worked a little, but Lindley doesn't find much traction. He gets stopped at the 15, only a gain of 1. So we're going to play it safe here and go for the field goal. Our kicker, Ed Sheeran, is going to line up. This one's down. This one is up. That is nearly into the goalpost, but it is going to be good. We have a 13-point lead. 2 touchdowns and means for Seattle to take the lead. Our defense locks up. We're going to walk out here and go to the Super Bowl. We see a shoulder strain ends up being the injury for Bryce Love. So we're not going to see him for this game, but if we do advance, we'll see him for the next one, which is the Super Bowl. Underneath route, and DK Metcalf, too strong to move his hands together to catch it. Pretty much passing situations every single time right now for Seattle. Wilson with 2 running backs in the backfield with him. One stays in for pass protection. Got one guy going across the middle, and what a great grab. I thought we had the pick. A heck of a snag there by Mr. Lockett. First and 10 again for Seattle. 3 minutes left. They have all their timeouts, so they're technically still in this game. A pass here is going to be batted away to DK Metcalf by Williams. I think the wild thing is we've actually held Russell Wilson under 100 yards passing. He's at 99 in the game so far. That is not nearly what he typically does. He is older, but he should be able to do that, and now it is nearly picked by Davis. A major 3rd down and 10 right now. Seattle knows, don't convert this. It's 4-down territory. That makes it really dicey. We're watching DK Metcalf. They go out to the flats. We're going to tackle their tight end, and we're going to stop them really far short of it. 4th down, 7 yards to go. Single coverage. We're blitzing. We're going to put some pressure on Russell Wilson. See if we can end this game right here. Great blitz, but DK Metcalf is able to get the first before the 2-minute warning. That was a great read by Wilson. If you see a blitz, you throw it right where the blitz is coming from, and a lot of times it's going to work out for you. 2 set of downs for Seattle. They're keeping this game and this dream alive right now. Running back moves out to the left-hand side. Wilson stays in shotgun. Blitz is coming. A wonderful out route by Hubbard, and that guy just murdered our corner. They're staying in the hurry up right now. 11-second runoff each time they do that. They go for the out route, but Russell Wilson cannot find his tight end. We're going to stay in zone coverage, make it safe. Even if they get a touchdown, they still have a long road to go. They got to get an onside kick to get this one back in. Out to the side. That one's going to be caught by Lockett, and he's out of bounds to the 32. Staying in a little bit of a bump and run coverage. If they're going to make it, it's going to be difficult on them. 3rd down and 3. Play action fake. They go for it. It's over top of Alexander. That could have been a pick. Wilson back in underneath route again. All the time in the world. He's got a guy underneath. That's basically it. We're going to send the blitz at him. He sends his guy deep. Russell Wilson panics. He throws it, and DK Metcalf can't hold on to it. It's uncharacteristic of him. Things have gotten interesting right now. Our linebackers are gassed. Alexander is breathing heavy right now. They go for the quick out route, but they cannot get out of bounds. Goes back to the hurry up. 36 seconds left in a dream right now. He knows his team needs a touchdown. They flow one up. That one is there, and that one is going to be picked off by none other than Jalen Williams. He says, hold on. Hold on, buddy. Jalen Williams says, I'm going to go to the house. He doesn't quite do that, but with 2 interceptions, down to the 33, he has sealed our fate. Super Bowl bound, San Antonio. The game is going to be sealed. Super Bowl, here we come. What an unreal performance. Nevin Wynn, I hate to say it. Maybe I even love to say it. He didn't play that bad. Going over the player stats, we had 160 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 pick from Nevin Wynn. Look, I will take that. That is not Super Bowl MVP numbers, but from him, I will take that. Russell Wilson had one of the worst games of his career, even worse than what Wynn had in the previous episode. 15-28, 150 yards, no touchdowns, and 3 picks. They all went to Jalen Williams. He's not happy about that. On the ground, Kilgore did something he hasn't done in a little bit. 15 attempts, 118 yards, and 1 touchdown. The fumble wasn't really a fumble, but it is what it is. But him having a game like that says leaps and bounds about his game. Chris Carson had a monster run, but really outside of that run, didn't do too much with that 1 touchdown. Nevin Wynn, 7 for 38, 2 fumbles on the first drive. Unacceptable. If he can stop turning the ball over, he can do this for sure. In the air, Tyler Lockett had problems for us all day. 6 for 61, no touchdowns though. Mario Lindley, 4 for 24. McCole Hardman, 4 for 46, and a touchdown. He got injured early in the game, so we will have him back for the Super Bowl, but still, that was scary. It is what it is. But how about Dwayne Kilgore? On the ground, 118 yards. In the air, 45 yards. One of the best games he's played in quite some time. And on defense, Sean Davis stepped up so much today. 7 total tackles for him. None for a loss, but still he controlled the middle of that field, which is what we need him to do as a rookie. Step up, big fella. We like to see that. Stephon Crockett, 5 tackles. Alexander had 5 tackles and a big sack. Ronald Darby had 4, but the guy that played his mind out today, Jalen Williams. He got a pick late in the game that essentially was a Hail Mary throw by Russell Wilson at the end, but 4 tackles, 3 interceptions. Shut down corner. That's what he is. It's incredible to think about, but we are heading to the Super Bowl. This team had no business doing it. We got rid of our starting quarterback thinking maybe he was the problem. And honestly, I don't know if he was the problem. Dwayne Haskins, we're sorry. We probably shouldn't have shipped you out of town, but still. Nevin Wynn has found a way to get the job done. This defense, in my opinion, has been the MVP all season long. And how they played the last couple of games means to me that they can lock it up and keep things going. The Super Bowl trophy, the Lombardi trophy, is within our grasp.